Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Simon. We are back again with another one as the Premier League, is back after some few days, in fact an entire week, where we have been blessed with the Carabao Cup, with the FA Cup. Now we are done with that. We are back to what we mean, and this is business. Proper business is back, and it is the Premier League, people, as we have midweek fixtures, and we are going to have also fixtures during the week, during the weekend, and we go to Champions League after. But I think we're excited over the games that are coming, because every game, every fixture will leave us asking questions about what's going to be happening in the Premier League. So I'm really excited over it. So let me just give you a bit of like something that I call like a preview of how the Premier League looks like table wise, before we see what's going to be happening in terms of this week and the changes that might happen. So one of the people might have to come back into this video and use it as the video that gave you every information you needed of the Premier League and everything that happens before we move on. So of course, Liverpool on top of the league. They drew their last game. Arsenal number 2, Nottingham Forest number 3. They are all in the same points. Then number 4, it's Chelsea. Newcastle number 5, 6. Number 6 is Man City. Of course, 7 is Bournemouth. Aston Villa, 8 Fulham, 9, 10 Bournemouth. Brighton are 11, 12 it's Tottenham Hotspurs, 13 is Man United, 14 is West Ham. Crystal Palace are 15, 16 is Everton, 17 is Wolves. Ipswich, Leicester City and Southampton are the ones in the relegation zone. So it's exciting to see exactly how things are set up like, but we're here for the game. We're here for the game, and week 2021 is what we're going to be watching of the Premier League. Remember, Liverpool have a game in hand. So whatever that we do, we should always remember Liverpool and Everton, they do have a game in hand that they are going to play between each other. Indeed, it has already been confirmed that they will play in February. It's going to be exciting when the time comes. But as things stands right now, Chelsea will play against Bournemouth, West Ham will play against Fulham, and we will have Brentford play against Man City, Nottingham Forest against Liverpool, Newcastle against Wolves, Everton against Aston Villa, Leicester City against Crystal Palace, Arsenal against Tottenham. Then we will also have Ipswich versus Brighton, Manchester United versus Southampton. So the first game, Chelsea versus Bournemouth. This is an interesting game because if I remember so well, Chelsea struggled to play with Bournemouth the first time, but maybe they will have an advantage because it's home. But at the time when Chelsea faced Bournemouth, they were oozing with confidence. I remember they were playing so well, but they just could not get the job done. So the game ended up as a draw. 1-1, if I remember. There should have been more goals scored, but they ended up as a draw. Remember, we have to remember that in the first half of the Premier League, Bournemouth were like a giant killer. They were destroying the big teams. Arsenal were victims. Manchester City were victims. Manchester United were victims. Tottenham Hotspurs were victims. The only big 6 team that actually beat Aston Villa, that actually beat Bournemouth, was Liverpool. But now it looks different now because it's the second half, and Chelsea did not lose to them. They drew with them, but they lost points out of them. I'm curious what's going to happen in this game, because we are looking at the giant killers who have not been playing so many giants now facing a team that stopped them from actually, causing chaos. They are after, I'm sure they're after Chelsea and Liverpool in the second half of the league. It's going to be an exciting fixture. That one, I can tell you, it's one that I would advise people to keep an eye on as the games continues, because we will see some blows. They will attack each other. They will make the game exciting. My prediction is, of course, I think it's going to be maybe a 2-2 draw, because I don't see Chelsea lose as well as I don't see Chelsea win either. So I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Let me know in the comment section. Then West Ham are going to play against Fulham in a game that I feel like Fulham has to get the job done. But West Ham have a new manager in Graham Potter. We have already seen signs of what he's going to be offering in the game that they played during the midweek. It was a good game, and I think it got the fans excited because they actually played like a team that wanted to. They were enjoying the game. They actually played like they understood the assignment. It felt like they knew what they were doing, going forward in attack as well as defensive. Something that we have been really seeing it's lacking against West Ham. So this is no longer the West Ham that was just being beaten, the Lopetegi West Ham, which was losing night and day in and day out. This is a new West Ham that can actually put a fight. So it's going to be exciting to see how they do against Fulham. My prediction is that Fulham might win this, might draw, might, in fact, I say another draw here. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I know I'm not yet sure that West Ham are exactly where they need to be to start winning games, but I think that they're about to build something exciting. That's why I'm saying that they will start stopping teams from just hammering them. Brentford are playing against Manchester City. Man City have been in an exciting run of a winning run. They beat the first, they drew against Everton. The second game they won by 2 goals to 1. The third game they won by 4 goals to 1. The last game they won by 8 goals to 1. So they need to beat, you know, Bournemouth by 16 goals to 0 or 1 if they want to continue the record that they've been setting. I don't see that one happening. But they are back now. They're about to play with a team that is defensively solid and they can cause chaos, attacking threats and stuff like that as they go forward. So it's going to be interesting to see how the game goes on, like, and how do they even stop the team from hurting them on the other side. So I would advise people to keep an eye on this fixture because I think it's going to give you those fireworks that people wants to see. My prediction, I see nothing but Brentford win by 2 goals to 1. The reason I'm predicting like this, I'm hoping City, start to keep getting that winning momentum, but I don't see it. That's why I'm saying Brentford will win this game. Nottingham Forest are going to be welcoming Liverpool. The interesting part about Nottingham Forest is that in the Premier League, they are still the only team to beat Liverpool. They're the team that is not scoring so many goals, yet they are not conceding a lot as well. And Liverpool went to them and they have not been in a good current form. They lost to Tottenham Hotspur, they drew against United. I know they won in the FA Cup, but they were playing with a Division 1 or 2 team. That's a different ball game when it comes to the Premier League. So Nottingham Forest confidence is high. Their manager just won the manager of the month again 2 times in the same year and stuff like that. So their confidence is high. They are in a joint number 2, even though they're number 3 because of the amount of goals that they've scored. They're in a joint and they know they can take advantage of this. But can they stop Liverpool when they come? Arne Slot has learned his mistakes. Yes, you know what this team is capable of doing. This team has caused chaos with them. So he has to find a better approach of the game and maybe try to get something out of the game because it's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be a demanding one. So this is where the excitement of the Premier League actually begins because we don't know what Arne Slot is going to do. We don't know how he's going to prepare the game and how the game will actually go as a whole. But we are excited about it. So I'm curious who wins in this one. My prediction is that Liverpool win this game by 2 goals to 1. Not gonna be an easy one. It's gonna have to be a fight for them to get something, especially at the City ground. Usually, the last time that they won was last year with 1 goal to 0. I'm interested to see what happens there. Newcastle are going to be playing against Wolves at Newcastle Stadium. And I have to tell you, the winning run of the Wolves manager, in which he has really been doing so well, I believe it comes to an end when they visit Newcastle because the Geordies have been on fire, have been playing like a team that understands what they're doing. They've been exciting. Isak and Gordon are scoring for fun. They will hurt this team. I'm not sure if Cunha is back again. I think he's still under that suspension. Hence why I feel like they will be lacking meanwhile going forward. My prediction is that Newcastle win this game by 3 goals to 0. Everton are going to be playing against Aston Villa, which is going to be the first game for David Moyes after his return to Everton as the new manager. The thing about this game is that they can hurt this one, especially it's in a Goodison Park. But do you think he has already managed to have enough to get something out of this game? Aston Villa are a good team. They can cause chaos to anyone. They can perform well if they have to. So it is gonna be a game that you have to be in the middle to see what happens. My prediction is that Aston Villa gets the job done. I think they win this game by a 1-0 win. Leicester City will play against Crystal Palace. Leicester City under Rudy Van Nistelrooy have shown signs of improvement as well. They've shown signs as well of going down. So I wonder exactly which Leicester we get. Do they show improvements again, or do they keep going down? All those questions will be answered when they play together, these two teams. I won't be surprised if there are so many goals in this fixture. In fact, I actually see so many goals in this fixture. I'll be excited to see what happens. I know Crystal Palace have been improving. They had a low start from what they did last season, but they've been improving. They're trying to find their way in terms of to approach the game. But Leicester, on the other hand, they do have killers. They need to be out of the relegation zone. And these are the moments in the game that they can get them out. So it's going to offer so many things in this game. My prediction is Leicester City win this game by 2-0. That's my prediction because they are home. Arsenal plays against Tottenham Hotspurs at home at the North London Derby, the game that everyone is expected, as Arsenal have lost in the against the Crystal Palace at the Emirates, lost against United at the FA Cup as well in the Emirates. Can they lose again in the Premier League in the Emirates? So many players are out with injuries. They still don't have a create. Somebody who can finish the chances. They have not had a good week. Does that week continues? They always know, they always have Tottenham Hotspur's number every single time they face each other. Can they do use that to their advantages? Can they get something out of the game? All of those things are the questions that needs to be answered by this team when they face each other. It's gonna be exciting to see what happens, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna be a walkover. Arsenal needs to dig deep. They need to finish their chances. Not try to turn everything into a set piece. They need to show that they have something exciting that they offer in the game. They have something that people can actually enjoy in the game. So I will be here for it. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. My prediction is this. It will finish as a 2-2 draw between the two teams. Because I just feel like Tottenham, they now have a keeper who, commands the back, who commands that ground of his, and he commands where he stands. And I think that will help them better. He's actually better than Vicario. Defensively, goalkeeping wise is good. Distribution wise is perfect. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over that one. Ipswich are going to be playing against Brighton in a game that I feel like Ipswich, if they win, they start to open the gap away from the relegation. They look like they are the team in the relegation zone that have picked up some serious confidence, and they are playing like a team that believe that they can go out. They're going to be playing at home. They will make this game so goddamn difficult for Brighton. They'll suffocate this team. And Brighton are going to feel it in all ways necessary. My prediction is that Ipswich maybe gets a 1-0 win against Brighton. United are going to be playing against Southampton. And the Southampton have been the whipping boys of everything. But this game is at the Old Trafford, which means it's going to be an easy venue, an easy location for United to get the job done. My prediction is that United win this game with no any questions asked. My prediction is that they win this game by 2-0. Cameroon is building something amazing. This giant of a team that he's been working on, I think it's now that perfect winning giant that he has been working on for such a time. I'm excited to see how the week goes on like, but this is the midweek Premier League, week 21 of the Premier League. Remember, for Liverpool, it will be in the Everton, it will be week 20. But for every other team in the Premier League, it's 2021. And I'm excited. Let's see what happens. Can Liverpool take advantage of the league? Or maybe they'll be stopped by New Nottingham Forest, in which Arsenal can take advantage the next day. Click the like button, subscribe to Connect. I'll see you on another. We are out. Peace. Subscribe to the Connect.